Yo, what's going on guys? Kashi here. I went from 0 to 10K a month in under 6 months as an 18-year-old, literally fresh out of high school. And most people think you need years of experience or this natural charisma to make money online. It's just not true. The truth is you can hit 10K a month faster than 90% of experienced sales reps if you have the right strategy and the right people around you. And the reason I know this is true is I actually went on to do 40K a month consistently in under a year, and I'm still in this industry to this day. Along with that, I've also personally helped one-on-one dozens of beginners who went from earning nothing to making money online without any prior experience at all. So if that sounds like you, in this video, I'm going to show you the 5 fastest steps to hit 10K a month in sales, even if you're brand spanking new. So if you're in the same spot, literally listen up because I can help you shortcut it. Now, number one, in my opinion, is you want to master one offer and focus on your skill set. Confused salespeople don't close. Focused salespeople get rich. Most beginners fail because they try to sell everything and anything and jump from offer to offer before they can even work on their skill sets. The fastest way to 10K a month is to pick one offer, one product, one process, ignore the money you make from it, and just go all into developing your skill set. Mastery is achieved by focusing on one thing for literally a long period of time. And I know this is true because when I was in the industry, I was on cold calling opportunities and I would see all these shiny objects around me and try and hop on that offer and this offer and that offer. And what I realized was I kept losing momentum. So instead, what I did was I stayed on a bad opportunity that allowed me to talk to a lot of people. I didn't make a whole lot of money. I made $600 in my first month. However, I learned a lot of sales skills. And I'm not going to lie, in that period, it felt like I was running with a weighted vest. And right after I found that opportunity, I actually landed a role that allowed me to hit 10K a month. And imagine running with a weighted vest and the weighted vest just comes off. I ran even faster. And that's the importance of mastering your skill sets over focusing on the money. So the biggest takeaway here is pick one offer, stick to it to 60 to 90 days, and then go and find another opportunity. Okay, cool. So now you understand staying on offers for skill set is important, but how do we actually build our skill sets? You want to outwork your inexperience with volume. You don't need to be the best closer. You just need to have more conversations. And when you're new, your biggest advantage isn't skill set. You're probably terrible at sales, but that's okay. Your biggest advantage is your energy, your volume, and your hunger. And beginners fail not because they can't close, but because they don't talk to enough people. And the truth is, 100 messy conversations will teach you more than 10 perfect conversations. I would rather you do that. And a good analogy for this is, let's think of basketball. Let's think of like the NBA, like Kobe, Michael, the biggest players in the industry. I like to think of sales like basketball. The rookie who only takes 10 shots a day but never improves, he misses, he blames the ball, he goes home. But the one who takes 100 shots, stays in that spot and takes 100 shots in a row, he misses it in every way possible. It might have gone a bit to the left, a bit to the right. The wind might have been in the way. Maybe the hand movement wasn't correct. It's too short, too far. Doesn't matter. But through that, what he learned was he learns rhythm. He learns what not to do. He faces these mistakes and embraces them. And by the end of the week, his shots are cleaner because he's already burnt through every mistake and solved them, compared to the rookie that took 10 shots and gave up because it was hard. It's the exact same in sales. When you increase your volume, when you increase the number of people you talk to, the more conversations you have, you start to spot patterns in terms of what's not working, and you realize what's breaking your flow. You realize what objections you're weak at. You realize where your tonality is slow, and the more shots you take, the faster you find flaws and the faster you fix them. Which is why my advice and your biggest takeaway from this is whatever the average person is doing on your opportunity, double it, triple it. The more volume you do, the more mistakes you make, and the better you get. Now, number 3, and this in my opinion is very underrated, is you want to build confidence through micro wins through your journey. Because as a beginner, most new salespeople, they'll feel imposter syndrome. They see people making 40K a month, 50K a month, 20K a month, everyone's doing better than me, and they wait until they make more money to feel like confident because they feel like everyone else. But it actually works the other way around. How you build confidence is not about the amount of money you make, it's by stacking small wins. Your first DM, your first book call, your first close, each one proves that you're improving. And the best way to do this is actually post in the community you're in or document your journey. And I'll give you a live example of a student that did this really well. So a good student of mine, Alan, he is a beginner that started with me 2 months ago. And in the last 2 weeks, he's actually made 6,500 in straight commissions in his hand, in his bank account, ready to go. And the reason why he was able to do that is not necessarily because of his sales skills. It's because as soon as he started and joined my community, he's the guy that posts the most wins. He documents every single day, even the smallest wins of landing an opportunity or taking an interview or doing a certain amount of dials. He's always documenting everything. And what that does is it builds a lot of momentum. It builds a lot of confidence. And that's exactly what you need to succeed. So the biggest takeaway from here is make sure that you document and celebrate all the small wins that you have, and don't just lock yourself in your room beating yourself up. Cool. Now, number 4 is something that I've realized after being in this industry for the last 2-3 years. At the end of the day, scripts make sales, but understanding the game and psychology actually makes money. Beginners cling to scripts because it's safe, it's comfortable. You can just look at your screen and read it and you'll be good to go. But real sales happens in real conversations. And if you don't understand why the script works, what's the psychology behind it, what's the timing behind it, what is the human behavior behind it, you'll break under pressure. And I know this is true because when I was on an opportunity, and it was on an opportunity where I was doing 40K a month, and it was probably one of the best opportunities I've been on, our lowest closer, so our worst closer on the team, used to just read a script word for word. And any time a prospect said anything different, slightly jarring, maybe like confronted him a little bit, he'd pretty much crumble because he didn't learn and understand why he's asking the questions that he's asking. So if you're a beginner, biggest takeaway is please do not memorize scripts. Go in and actually understand the process behind it. Even if it takes you longer to get better, I would rather you understand and memorize, understand and learn the psychology behind it and give it time than to have these shortcuts of memorizing, closing a couple deals, because it won't last. Remember, like I said, we need to prioritize skill set over money. Cool. Now, finally, number 5, and this is very important, is if you spend your time around amateurs, you'll start thinking like one. But when you surround yourself with killers, with people who hold high standards and are actually making money and are living the life that you want to live, you have no choice but to level up. And your environment is the fastest way to either accelerate or destroy your growth, especially if you're a beginner in sales. Because when you're a beginner and you're new to sales, you don't have the habits, you don't have the belief systems or the pace that success demands, and the people around you will set that thermostat for you. If you hang around people who complain, who make excuses, who are comfortable making a couple grand a month, you'll end up just like them. Remember, like as corny as it is, you are the 5 people that you surround yourself with. And if you put yourself around killers who are closing daily, they're tracking metrics, they're pushing to do better, you will rise to their level without even realizing it. Surround yourself with people who hold you actually accountable. And a really good analogy to explain this, and this is how I think about life. Let's say that you wanted to become a coal miner. You wanted to be the best coal miner in the entire country. You want to be the best coal miner. If you surround yourselves with 5 people, and those 5 people are the top coal miners in the entire world, right? Top 5 people. And you spend every single living moment with them. You're surrounded by them, you talk to them, you ask about it, and all you talk about is coal mining. You will become the 6th person. You will also get really good. It's just like the nature of proximity by surrounding yourself with like-minded people. It's the exact same thing in sales. It's super important that you invest in mentorship or you invest in community to surround yourself with actual people that are in this industry that are doing well. And I know this is true because I see this in my own community, DSA, which is a very small one-on-one mentorship directly with me, and it's a very small, tight-knit group. And honestly, as much as I help, as much as I teach you, and of course I have a lot of experience, a big factor as to why all my students succeed is because they all help each other. They're all surrounded by like-minded people. And that's something that I've realized, like coaching dozens of students and helping them get to 10K a month, 20K a month, sometimes even 40K a month. So yeah, biggest takeaway here is make sure you're really careful with the people that you surround yourself with. And if they are not helping you get to your goal, cut them off. If they are helping you get there, keep them and make sure that you actually surround yourself with them 24/7. So yeah, those are the 5 tips and 5 principles that I wish I would have done more of if I had to go from 0 to 10K a month again. And yeah, other than that,
I'll see you on the next one.
Peace.